I'm just going to read my cards that came out for the Yoga Tarot and the NYC Tarot. The messages, take it how it resonates. No, I do. Coming from the Yoga Tarot, I'll try to get the pictures out. Gonna start it off with the Nine of Swords. I think this is gonna take too much time. The Nine of Swords. Wow. It was a card. Stuck. Mm-hmm. Nothing else to do but this. Thinking about getting something to purchase. The power of the swords are strong in these four cards and result in a lot of pain and hurt. The Seven of Swords highlights deceit. The Eight of Swords represents without control. And the Nine of Swords depicts nightmares and anguish. And the Ten of Swords is the card of total destruction, with all 10 swords ending up in your back. But although the messages of these cards are hard to swallow, hope is not lost. The Ten of Swords depicts a rising sun, suggesting that while we may hit rock bottom, it's from here that we will rise. The position for this card is front lying. It says through deep rest. Begin to cover from the pain and turmoil of the energy of the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of swords. By connecting your heart with the earth from strength, these wounds may heal. 1. Make an upside down T shape with either 2 yoga bolsters, 2 sofa cushions, or 4 bed pillows. 2. Place a folded blanket where your knees will and a roll-up blanket to support the front of your ankles. 3. Lie down on your front so your pelvis and upper body are supported by the bolsters, cushions, or pillows, and your knees and ankles are supported on the roll-up blankets. Rest your arms on the earth, slightly hugging the bolster. 4. Adjust to get comfortable here and allow yourself to breathe and rest. 5. Stay here for 5 to 15 minutes. To exit, press your hips back towards your feet to a child's pose before sitting up. The next card is the Magician. is a card of intention, choice, and desire. The magician reminds us that we have skills and magic, but that we need to work out how to channel and manifest them in our favor. With concentration, energy, and balance, the magician can envisage the path ahead and breathe life until into their vision. Manifest. Use this position to build stability and strength in the body as well as the spirit, and harness your power and magic. Stand with both feet firmly on the ground and your arms relaxed alongside of you. Two, step your left foot flat behind you with your toes aligned slightly out to the left. Take your feet as wide apart as needed for your hips to comfortably face forward. Optional, drop your left knee down to the floor to reduce the effort and mobility needed. Three, inhale as you bend your front knee and reach your hands up to the sky, or take them to a prayer at your chest for a softer option for the shoulder. Four, stay here for 5 minutes, concentrating on the sensations in your body and connecting to your power and magic. Five, repeat on the other side. Six, shake your arms and legs and pause to manifest the magician's path ahead. May pause the video. The next card is the Lover's card. The seated cow cat. A card people yearn to see. The Lovers is a card about love, relationships, and much more. This card calls us to follow our heart and move with love, not just in our relationship with other people, but also with ourselves. It asks us to commit ourselves to trust and tell the story of things or people coming cosmic together to become greater than the sum of their parts. The Lover's card. Open your heart. The seated cat and cow. Embody the lovers as you move from your heart. Center in the waves, moving with love and connection. Sit in a comfortable position. Place your hands on your knees and relax your shoulders. Two, inhale and draw your heart forward, your chest and slightly lifting your head. Three, exhale and send your heart back, rounding your spine and making space between your shoulder blades. Move with love as you open your heart and then hold it close. Optional, to increase the stretch and energy, inhale and lift the arms out into a V shape like they are angel wings. Exhale and cross your arms around yourself to give yourself a hug. Four, after 2 minutes, release and place your palms flat to your heart. Feel into this tender moment. Hold. The next card is the Six of Wands.
Hello, this is this is the healing frequency for releasing stress. Remember to always consult with your physician. Sit back in a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and breathe in through your nose
Where's the
and
Wands?
out
I
through
must
your
have.
mouth.
Six of Wands.
Each time you breathe out through your mouth,
So,
picture all the stress, anxiety going out with your breath. Relax each time. When you breathe in through your nose, imagine
okay, found the Six of Wands.
remember
The Six of Wands, the yoga squat.
goes like
The
this.
Six of Wands is our welcome parade as we return home victorious. We have achieved what we set out to do, and now is the time to pause on our journey. Be proud of our hard work and allow others to celebrate us. This may be a literal homecoming for those who have traveled far away and are heading back to reset. Or it may be or it may represent a spiritual homecoming for those who have arrived in a new physical or figurative place and have been greeted as if they've always belonged there. The Six of Wands, homecoming squat. Come home to the earth by taking your body low to the ground in this position and allow yourself to be reminded of your inherent belonging to the world. One, stand with your feet wider than your hips and your toes, pointing out diagonally. Place your hands in a prayer shape in your chest. Bend your knees and lower your hips between your feet into a low squat. Place your feet in any position that feels comfortable to you, whether that is by keeping them flat on the floor, lifting your heels off the floor, or propping your heels up on a rolled blanket. Stay here for 5 breaths. Breath number 3. Notice how it feels to be close to the earth and connecting with gravity. Number 4, to exit, take your hands to the floor and lower your hips towards the floor to sit down. Spend a few moments here feeling welcomed home by the earth. The next pose is coming from the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Easy pose and wisdom gesture. keeper of sacred wisdom, typically depicted as the Pope. The Hierophant represents spiritual and hierarchical traditions. We might ask ourselves whether the Hierophant is a teacher whose spiritual guidance we value or a gatekeeper to systems of power. Depending on our interpretation, the Hierophant card may guide us to find spiritual fulfillment through time worn paths and rituals, or call on us to break with tradition and to go our own way. The Hierophant. Seek wisdom. Easy pose and wisdom gesture. Embody the spiritual traditions of yoga with this meditation posture using a mantra hand gesture that is said to make meditation practices more powerful by activating the prana nadis, energy channels in our body. 1. Sit on a cushion or folded blanket. Bend your knees, cross your legs at the ankles, and tuck your feet under your thighs. 2. Ensure your spine is long and you feel comfortable. For extra support, sit on a higher cushion or up against a wall for back support, or add support under your knees. 3. Relax your shoulders and arms. Place the hands on your knees, palms facing down. Tuck your index fingers into the roots of your thumbs to make a circle. 4. 20 minutes meditating on the teachers in your life in areas where you seek spiritual guidance. 5. Upon leaving your seat, move your body to ease any stiffness. The next card is the Five of Cups. Release and renew. The pigeon pose. Find catharsis through the release of strong sensations and emotions in this position, remembering that its power comes not from pushing through, but from letting go. 1. Stand, start on hands and knees and step your right knee behind your right wrist. Place your right ankle anywhere in front of your left hip. Straight 2. Straighten your left leg out behind you so your heel faces upward. Additional, optional. Add support under your right hip. 3. With your fingers on the floor, inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale and lower your chest downwards. Optional. Add support under your chest. Optional. For a gentler version, lie on your back with your knees bent. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and bring your left leg towards your chest. 4. Take 5-10 deep breaths, focusing on letting go with each exhale. 5. Carefully come out and take a stretch. Repeat on the other side. The next card is the Chariot. Probably didn't need anything on the background. The Chariot. Warrior 3. This card reminds us that while we need focus and drive to move forward, we should be careful not to move with such speed that we may lose control and crash. The Chariot calls on us to hold on tight and maybe wear a safety helmet because life can pull us in unexpected directions fast. It encourages us to slow down and take a breath in order to consider where we're going before leading our chariots there. Reach forwards, the warrior 3 pose. To embody the chariot, focus on finding stability and direction in this pose because it's time for this chariot to take off. 1. Stand on both feet firmly on the ground and your arms relax alongside of you. For extra support, do this practice in front of a wall or chair. 2. Lean forward, lift your left leg and extend it out behind you. Reach your arms forward like you're trying to take hold of the thing in front of you until your body starts to resemble a T shape. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. If using a wall or a chair, place your hands there for stability. 3. Exhale and slowly place your lifted foot down before carefully standing upright. Repeat on the other side. 4. After completing both sides, stand upright like a mountain to notice the fiery energy of the chariot. Allow yourself to pause and just be. Your next card is the Judgment card, the current energy that I am currently in. Judgment. The camel's pose. It is Judgment Day, and a new world is coming, usually depicted in an Abrahamic scene of Judgment Day. This card heralds a time when we will be judged for our actions. From a yogic perspective, this card could relate to karma, the yoga of action, found in the Bhagavad Gita and used throughout yoga's long history. Karma path to liberation. It involves serving our communities and beliefs as we act of as an act of worship. If we have been caring for our community and following our spiritual path, Dharma, then this card says that our work is about to be recognized. Or if we've been putting off what feel called to do, then it's a sign to start quickly before we get left behind. So, judgment. Offer yourself. The camel pose. In this back bending shape, offer your heart to the universe. If you have lower back pain, you may want to skip this pose and try the gentler cobra pose and the 2 and the 3 of Wands card. 1. Kneel with your knees hip wide apart. Optional. Place a folded blanket underneath your knees. 2. Tuck your toes under and take your hands to your lower back, drawing your elbows and shoulders back. 3. Inhale to lift your chest upwards and continue to draw your shoulders and elbows back. Look up as your chest opens towards the sky. Optional. If you can stretch further into the pose, take your hands to your heels. Keep your chest lifted as you lean back further. 4. Stay with your heart open to the universe for 3 breaths. To exit, gradually walk your hands to your back and sit upright. Optional. Repeat for 3 rounds. The next card is the Justice card. Seated bins. Justice can be one of the cards in tarot. Although it can herald accountability, truth, and justice, it does not always mean a happy or fair resolution. The scales depicted on this card can mean balance or imbalance. The card can be a reassurance that moral codes are being followed and enforced, or can highlight the unfairness of systems of power. We might think of the undeniable laws of nature and the universe, which are neither cruel nor kind, but just. Justice. Feel both sides. The seated side bends. In this position, use your arms like the set of scales in the Justice card to embody experiencing things from both sides and finding balance. 1. Sit in a comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. 2. Take your arms out to either side of you with your elbows bent and palms facing up like a set of scales. 3. Inhale and sit up tall. Exhale and lower your left hand towards the floor as if something heavy is on your scales. Reach your arms, reach your right arm over your head towards the left. Inhale and come back to balance scales. Exhale and lean to the right, reaching your left arm towards the right. Move from side to side for 10 breaths, then pause. Then pause for 3 final breaths on each side. 6. Drop your arms and sit tall in center, observing what justice and balance feels like. At Minute Clinic, our board certified. And that has been the end of the yoga messages through tarot. Now I'm going to go towards, let me do this. I'm going to put something on about New York. New York City, the place I am at. I reside here. The first card I have is the Page of Pentacles, the Everything Bagel, a flavor party for the whole body with more than enough cream cheese to sustain. The Page of Pentacles is the original wonder of this sandwich world. Each of the pages returns us to innocence on the other side of experiences. They reawaken our sense of awe in our immediate surroundings. In this page that's made of material magic, we enter the Please Touch Museum of Life and walk the everyday world with increased wonder. This card asks us to cultivate simple and grateful satisfaction for the sensual experience of living here on planet Earth. Question: what sensory wonders are available in this moment, and how can I better appreciate them? Hmm. What sensory wonders? I don't know. I want to shop. Well, people watching. Confirmation. People watching. See your same old world with new eyes by taking a visitor on a tour of your home or town. In New York City, embrace earthly marvels while peeping into the American Museum of Natural History um, dioramas, or feeding your senses at an urban farm. The next three cards I'm going to be reading but not showing is the Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Empress. The Ten of Swords, with unlimited metro card in hand, you're ready to go the distance, gliding across nearly 700 miles with the greatest of ease. You run the track. The Tarot's tens are the farthest we travel in a given suit. And in the swords, we're asked to get to know the far reaches of our minds in order to go beyond them. Whenever we work with this card, we're beckoned into our brains, elaborate hope and fear factory, and glimpses the extent of our imagination. If we can conjure the wildest of immunities, let me read this from, because I can't read the screen. The wildest of anxieties, we can cook up the dreamiest of dreams. And we can also give our tall tales some truth serum and see where our stories are built on shaky ground. From here, the call of this card becomes even more courageous to tap our powers as ingenious inventors to actually get out of our own heads. Question: when I leave my mind behind, where is my body, spirit, and beyond can I sense what's true? When I leave my mind behind, where in my body, spirit, and beyond can I sense what's true? The street signs. Blow your own mind by traveling to a place or engaging in an activity that inspires wordless awe. In New York City, ride from end to end on a given line, or if you're feeling extra fit, take the subway challenge and shimmy through the entire system on a single swipe. The Hierophant. The Hierophant, the New York Public Library, a treasure trove of accumulated tales about the way it was, which informs the way it will be. The Hierophant wants us to become students of our own histories, and with the membership card to our own destinies firmly in hand, it asks us to survey the evidence gleaned from our experiences. When we know the full breadth of our accumulated knowledge, we can make informed choices about our actions. This card is an invitation to unearth buried beliefs by considering our own muscle memories. All of our reactions, narratives, and behavior patterns we've stored and how they continue to maintain their hold on us. The Hierophant wants us to explore these amassed materials, honestly assessing how they operate unconsciously and whether they still serve our system. It also asks us to consider the internal resources we have access to, how we can dip into the living library that is our experience on this earth and let it nourish us